Hi everyone, I'm Srinivas. Today I'm going to explain about wget command and its usage. This wget command is used to download files from the internet using protocols like HTTP, HTTPS and FTP. I can say that this is similar to curl command, but it's most powerful, I can say. Here, this works greatly in situations like where we have slow network connections and even network problem conditions. So let's say you have a file about 1 GB and download is completed about 600 MB or 700 MB, and you would like to continue the download from the place where it has stopped last time. So we can achieve this option, or we can achieve this using one option in wget. So I'll explain the options here. So to explain the examples here, I'm going to use Red Hat 6.4 version. So I'm going to open a terminal here. Well, I'm going to root directory, and I'm the root user here. So I'm creating one folder here, wget. Let me increase the screen size for you. Okay, so here and I'm moving to wget directory, and I do confirm that I don't have any files here. So let me check whether wget package is already installed on the system or not. You can verify that using rpm-qa wget command. So I do confirm that this package is already installed on the system. So if it's not installed, you just download this rpm file or package from the internet, and you can install it using rpm-ivh, or you can simply use I command and the package name. So you can press tab here if you are in the same package folder. So you can use, you can install the package using this command, and you have to give the full name here. Okay, so that's how you can install the package. So if you have a yum repository, you can list, you can check whether wget is installed or not using this command. Installed packages is this one, and this is the version here. So if wget is already installed, so you can verify the installed version using this command, wget-version. So here the version is 1.12, GNU wget 1.12. Okay, so that's the first command, first wget command. So I told you that wget is mainly used to download files from the internet. So I'm going to fetch two URLs to explain the concepts here. So I'm going to Firefox. Sorry, I don't have a ready-made URLs here. So here I'm going to look for two URLs. Let's say I would like to download C programming tutorial PDF files. So PDF file, I can say that it's a file. So if I check the first URL here, so this is the URL, and C programming tutorial.pdf is the file name here. So I'm just going to copy the URL here and I'll keep it somewhere in the notepad. That's my first tutorial, first URL, and I'm just taking random URLs. Okay, so this URLs will change, so depends on your requirement and the place where you would like to download. This requirement will change. You can ask one question like, we have browsers, so we can directly go there and download, right? So yes, that is possible and that is true, but there are some situations like you would like to schedule the downloads. So let's say in future, without you being present there, you would like to download some files from the internet and you want to direct those files, or you want to input those files as an input to other programs. So, and in those situations, so this WGET will really helpful. So these are the two URLs here. So I'm just closing that off, and here my first tutorial. So I'm just going to copy the first URL here, and I would like to download the file C programming tutorial.pdf here. So simply wget space followed by wget space then the URL link. So just hit enter here. So if we see here, it is downloading with a speed of 6059. It's varying, right? So, and the progress, you can see it here, 50% it was completed. It is the download speed. It is going to take 3 seconds to complete, 2 seconds, 1 second. Boom, it's completed. Okay, so if I check the current directory here, I have a file. This is the file that I have downloaded. So this is the file that is downloaded, and this is the file size. So ls-lh. So the file size is about 1.9 MB. Okay, so this is my first example, and let's say it's the download speed is really varying. So I would like to set a limit rate here so that it will download with that specific speed. So I can do that with -- limit rate equal to 64K. So here you have to use an option limit rate equal to the speed you would like to download per second, 64 kbps actually. So if I hit enter here, so HTTP request sent, and it is downloading with 64 kbps. See, that's how the limit rate option will work. Let's say you have high internet speed and you would like to limit the speed, download speed, because you would like to use the remaining internet for other purposes, for your other related activities. So that's where this option will be helpful. And if I see the files here, I have two files here. One is .pdf and other one is .pdf.1, because every time when we run this command, it will look for the file. If the file exists, it will not do any, sorry, if the file exists, it will try to create another file with .1, and if I would like to, if I run the same command again, it will create a file with .2 extension. So to avoid this situation here, so what I would like to do is, say I have started downloading one file about 1 GB and I have network problem, so the download was stopped. So I would like to continue the previous download here, so that I can achieve maybe you would like to use limit rate here, depends on your requirement, so I don't want to keep it for now. So here the option we have to use is -c. So what this -c will do is, first it will check if this file already exists in the current working directory. If it exists and the download was complete, previous download was really complete, then it will not do anything. So it will simply say that the file was fully retrieved. So let me check. The same condition was there previously, like it was fully downloaded previously, right? So that's why it is saying the file is already fully retrieved, nothing to do. So some situations where we have network problems, so this download might not be complete. So at that case, what it will do, it will first check whether this file exists in the current directory and whether it is fully downloaded or not. If it is not fully downloaded, it will continue the downloading from the place it was left last time. So that's how this -c option will really helpful. Okay, see here, I have two files here, C programming PDF and C programming PDF.1. And here if I run the same command, it is not creating another file here, it is not creating .2 or .3 file, it is just verifying whether the file exists or not. If it's fully retrieved, nothing to do. If it's not fully retrieved, retrieve the remaining content. So that's how it works. So ls-l, no new file, same file was there. So really helpful command here. So if you'd like to download a new copy, if you want to keep a new copy, so in that case, situation, you can simply remove that -c option and run the command. Now it will create another file with .2 extension. .1 is already done, right? So it will create .2 file. Here you can see total length is 1.9 MB, saving to this file name, and this is the site IP address, and it is using port number 80, and it is a HTTP request. So here we have two files. So here if we see the URLs here, it was not I didn't mention HTTP here, so even if we don't mention, it will work based on the site type, whether it is HTTP or FTP. Here I have taken only two HTTP sites, so if you want, you can use FTP site also. You can download files from FTP site also. So here, that's how it works. And next example is, see, I have two URLs, right? So I would like to download two files at the same time. So at that time, WGET, so ls, I have three files here, right? So what I'm going to do is wget url1, then space url2. So now what it will do, this file is already there, so it will create a file name with, so now if you observe here, I have kept HTTP here, so just want to make sure that it is working as well. So here it will create .3 file and a fresh copy of this one, C tutorial. This is a new file and it doesn't exist in this folder, right? So the first file it is checking, so .2 was already there, so it is creating .3 file. I didn't even use limit rate there. So first file was already done. So we have file about 2.1 MB here. So see, as the command is running, I cannot quit from this operation, and I cannot run other commands. So my next command would be, I would like to run this command in the background. That means I would like to continue this download in the background, but I would like to run other commands in the front end. So that's my next example here. Now the speed limit is really low. It has retrieved about 1.1 MB here, so 1.2. Sorry guys. So say yeah, let me check here. So 80% completed, right? So I'm just quitting here. So it was downloaded till 1769 to 31 here. So good example here. So I would like to verify the previous example here. So the actual file size is about 2.1 MB. It has downloaded only 1.7 MB. So I would like to continue the previous download. So I assume that the network was down. So WGET -C option. Without -C, it will start a fresh download. So I would like to use the same. I would like to use -C option here to continue previous download, and the link is this one, right? So now if we observe, 82% was already downloaded. So continue. I would like to count. See, it is continuing from 83% if you observe. So this plus represent how much it was completed already. So that's how the continue option will work. So really great, right? Okay, that's I have explained. And now let's say you have a bunch of URLs, not two. You have let's say you have 20 URLs. So you would like to download all at a time, one after another. Okay, so even if we have two URLs here, even if we use WGET option, so it is downloading one by one, right? So that's why I mentioned one by one. So here let's say I have 20 URLs. So without mentioning all the 20 URLs one by one after WGET, what we can do is we can keep these URLs in one file. Let's say I have URL list.txt. So I'm going to create URL list.txt with these two URLs. So enter Control D. Now if I see URL file here, so it has two links here, right? So now without mentioning the URLs, what I can do is wget -I give the URL file name here. So now it will download the files one by one based on the URL list here. So just hit enter here. So it's just verifying there. So we know that yes, yeah, as we didn't use -C option here, it is downloading a fresh copy here. Okay, that's how. So if I use -C option here, see, the file is already fully retrieved, nothing to do. The file is already fully retrieved, nothing to do. Great, right? So that's how it works. And I would like to make sure that the URL I am providing in the command is correct, so that I can verify with wget -spider command here. So if the site is really valid, it will say remote file exists. If it not, it will say remote file doesn't exist. See here, remote file exists. So to make sure the other one, the opposite one, is also working, so I assume that this _1 doesn't exist. So let me check. Yes, here it says remote file doesn't exist. So that's how this command will work. Okay, so when this will useful is, so you want to create some schedules, so you want to create some jobs in the future where you would like to download the content. So in those situations you want to make sure that the download is not failing because of the wrong URLs. Okay, so that's one thing. if we see here, in all the cases it is downloading with the same file name as the one in the internet or in the URL. So I would like to download the files with the same content but with a different file name. So that I can achieve with, so here I would like to WGET, I would like to use a different name here, different file name here. So capital O hyphen O hyphen capital O, then the file name you want to keep, it's ctutor.pdf and give the URL name. Now if you hit enter here, it will start a fresh download. So connection refused, network is unreachable. Okay, so I have a network problem actually. So let me check other URL here, wget-o ctutor.pdf and the URL. Well, it's working. Now it should create a file with a name ctutor, but the content is 2.1 MB, the same as this C tutorial 402 PDF file. So if I check here, we have ctutor.pdf, and here one thing to observe. So even if I use -c option here, even if I use -c or even if I won't use it, if I run the command again, it will not create another folder, another file name with .1 name, because every time it will overwrite actually. So let me run it again. So if you will see here, ctutor.pdf, control C here, ls-l, ctutor.pdf, only 5 MB was downloaded, right? And I would like to continue here. So in this case, it will continue the previous download. Control C, and even if I won't use -c option here, well, so if you observe here, if we use continue option, it is continuing from the place where it was left last time, and if you won't use a continue option, it is starting a fresh download but with not a different name but with the same name. So that's one thing to observe with -o option here. So if hope you got it. So if not, if you use -o option for a different file name, so every time it will download with the same file name here, even if it is fresh or even if it is new download, if it's already downloaded somewhat, but still it will start from the, it will start the download process from the starting. So if you use -c option with -o, it will check if that file already exists. So if it exists already, it will continue from the place where it was last time. -c is to continue previous download. If it's already there, it will say it's already there. So here I want to make sure one thing. So let me check here. So the download is yes. So now I'm sure that it is fully retrieved. This ctutor.pdf is fully retrieved, but I would like to use -c option here. So here what it should do, it should not create another file, or it should not start a fresh download. It should say the file already exists. Well, so the file is already fully retrieved, nothing to do. So that's, see, just simple thing. So C is to continue the previous download. If it's not there, it will start a fresh download. So if you are not going to use -c here, so that -o will start a fresh download all the time, but not with a different file name. So sorry to telling so many times here. So that's one thing. And here, every time when we run the command, it is directing the output to the screen. Every time when we run the command, it is directing the output to the screen. So if I run here, sorry, so every time it is directing the output here, right? So I don't want to make that happen. I would like to direct this output to one file, so that I can do with small o option here, small o wget.log. So now whatever the output is that is displaying here, whatever the status that is showing here, it will be directed to wget.log. But here if you observe, it is not capital O, it is small o. Just hit enter. See, no status on the standard output. But if we list out the files here, we have wget file, cat wget file with the status. So that's one thing here. Okay, well, so that's how you can use multiple URLs. So if you would like to download content from multiple URLs, you can use this way, or you can keep those URLs in one file and you can run wget -i command. But now you can give as many URLs as you want, but these URLs might be in combination, whatever the combination you are, one might be FTP, one might be HTTP, and other might be HTTPS. So it's your life. Okay, so that's one thing. So if we observe here, some sites might be authenticated, some sites need authentication to download the content, right? So that cases you can use HTTP username, then the username, whatever it will be, and HTTP password, and the password that you like, or whatever the password it might be. So these credentials you can get from the site owners. Okay, and the URL you can give. So it would be obviously HTTP URL. HTTP URL. So if you have an FTP site, so you can use FTP-username and FTP-password and FTP site. So that's how you need to download content from authenticated sites. So all other options are same, so you can use in combination of any options. Okay, so you can combine two options and all. So that's all from my side. So hope you like the video here. If you really like it, please subscribe to my channel and please share it to your friends. Thank you guys. And one more thing, yeah, if you need any help, other help, you can use wget-help. You can run this command to look for all other possible options here, so you can learn from here also. So that's the help page about WGET. So that's all from my side, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.